Welcome back to Not So Grand Garage. Tonight I'm out in the fuel shed and we've got our first batch of all US made transfer pumps ready to go. So I'm going to be testing each one of these pumps and I've got a few things to go over with you. So let's get started. So here we have our 100% US made small pump. Got 1/2 inch MPT fittings on both sides, like the prototype. The cases are drilled, threaded, everything is epoxied inside and out. So should get a nice long service life out of these. These pumps are made in small batches. I'm putting them together by hand, and I will be ordering stock of components based on order quantities and how that goes. So if this first batch, which the batch is fairly small, I think I've only got 5 or 6 that I'm going to put up when this video drops. If they sell really quick, I'll probably order enough to have, 10 or 20 on hand and get those put together. I can assemble them pretty quick, a day or so. But yeah, so stock will fluctuate on them. But anyways, like I was saying, everything on these is US made. The fittings are US made. The drive shafts are US made, down to the box that they will be shipped out in. I'm going to try my hardest to, as far as the items that I am building myself, I want to stick with US made as best as I can. So we're going to try and do that. But anyways, I'm going to get into testing these. I'm not going to bore you too much with that, and we'll get them ready to get on the website. No leaks, nothing but a little bit of splashing from the oil hitting the tank. As you can see, this is the little bit of seepage I'm talking about that'll come up around this shaft. That is normal on these pumps, so just be aware of that. But yeah, this one's good to go. So one down, 5 or 6 more to go. Pump number 2 is set up, and this is just 3/4 inch hose. It's a suction hose. You gotta have suction hose on the suction side of the pump or it'll suck it flat. But 3/4 inch hose slips right over these barbs. Works great. I'll give this one a run. There we have it. All 6 tested out good and are ready to go. Just to point out a few things on these. This is the seepage I was talking about around the drive. You will get a little bit up there. That's nothing you can avoid. That is how this drive is lubricated. Without it, it'll just burn the case and the drive up. So we want that. It usually doesn't make very much of a mess, but it's something to note. You could get some seepage here around this case. I am sealing all of these with an anaerobic sealant, so none of them should leak. But if it ever becomes a problem, you can pop these 4 bolts out, pop this off, and reseal that if necessary. But I haven't found it necessary to do so in any of the pumps I've ran previously, which this is one of my first pumps that I built. I've had this pump in service for the better part of 8 years, I would say. It's pumped thousands of gallons of oil. It is my main transfer pump that I use inside the shed to fill my oil drum. And back when I had this in the shop, it was direct driven off of this little motor down here until the coupler failed. And when these things are hooked up, direct drive to a 3,000 plus RPM motor, they move a ridiculous amount of oil. Each one of these pumps is handmade, and each one of these pumps, before it leaves my possession, will be tested. So you may get a little bit of oil in the, these will be bagged in the box. So you may get a little bit of oil on them. I will try to clean them up as best I can before I bag them up, but I would rather send them out tested than clean. So hope that's not a problem, but anyways. These should be available when this video drops. Like I said, I've only got 6 built right now. I've got parts to build a few more, so I will have all of those available throughout the week next week. And based on how they sell, I will get more parts in and try to maintain a stock based on how they're selling. And if these go well, I'm going to bring in the stuff to build the big ones as well. They will be a little bit more expensive because the pumps are more expensive to start with, but it shouldn't be terrible, especially for a very portable and reliable US made pump. So with all that said, if you want to support the show, there's a PayPal link in the description of the video. The website, like I've been talking about, is up and running. That's www.notsograndgarage.com. Just go there, check it out. WVO Designs lineup is there, as well as our pumps and some other stuff we've got coming, hopefully here in the near future. We've got SuperThanks enabled on the channel as well, so feel free to use that. If you've got any comments, questions, complaints, drop them in the comment section below. There's also a contact us button on the website. You can use that for any questions you may have about products in the future. If you would, hit that like button. It really helps us out. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate you watching.